Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently standing in the Hipporiders camp to continue our, well, tribal quest with the Hipporiders. Apachidom's promptitude. Desiree, here to see how we're getting along, are you? Let me go and grab Amaru. Thanks to your help and Kakana's odd jobs, we've been keeping our cards rolling and staying out of trouble. Communicating with the locals still feels daunting at times, but Maru here has made us some gulal to break the ice. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. Gulal is this bright colored powder used in some of Fafnir's religious traditions. There's an old belief that you'll be blessed with good luck and spared from evil if a visitor sprinkles you with a healthy handful. It's enough to make even the most stubborn bugger happy to welcome us. Sisters know it's been nothing but bad business for everyone lately. I reckon a little extra luck would do us all good. Well, it would, though our own luck might be better if my girl's sorry I didn't start galloping with glee when she gets so much as a glimpse of her stuff. But all in all, we're getting our name out there and learning the job. Might be slow going, but we're making good progress. Boss? Is slow going really gonna cut it? So long as I get to ride, I ain't got no problems, but... Our carts aren't exactly designed for hauling cargo. No one beats us for speed, but practically speaking... Sooner or later, some silver-tongued dab-hand is gonna come along with carriages or boats that can carry loads and loads of packages. And then where will we be? Out of work, that's where. Our carts might not best a carriage and freight, but it's like you said, Mao, at speed we're unbeatable. If only there was some way to make the most of it. To offer services no one else could do better. Don't look at me. Maybe your customers will have some ideas? True. We won't get anywhere marinating in our own juices. Let's ask around and see what speedy services folks might need. Is what I'd like to say if I knew a first thing about making small talk. Which I don't. Help me out? Let's start with the great work. I got a delivery request from an alchemist there, so me and Sauri will head over first. I'll meet you by the river right after I've picked up the goods. Now, small transports but need to be speedy. Anyone an idea what that could be? You wait by the Hipporiders, but see no sign of Trana, who should have arrived before you. Has trouble befallen her? Perhaps we should search the area for any wayward hippos. You're amazing. She put down a beast like it was nothing. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You really saved our skins, Desiree. Me and Sawyer zipped over when we heard yelping, but it was everything I could do just to keep a beast at bay. And I don't know what could have become of me if you hadn't. Allow me to express my sincere gratitude. Anyway, am I imagining things or does it smell like food around here? If I was a Vashrala Guna, I'd come running too. You have a sharp nose, miss. Yes, I was in the Yedlimad on an errand when a merchant bade me take this fruit, insisting it was delicious and perfectly ripe. How was I to know that every beast in Southwind's welcome should agree with his claim wholeheartedly? I thought escaping that herd of drooling Gaja would be the worst of it, but my hopes were fruitless, as it were. Well, the next time you got something to haul, call the Hipporiders. Me and my associates do fast, safe deliveries by hippocart. Yes, I've heard talk of hippo couriers as of late. Never did I imagine one would come speeding to my rescue. I will absolutely call upon your services in the future. I'm gonna load this fruit into the cart and see you into town. I've still gotta pick up that carriage, so come find me inside the great work. This time for sure. Here's our customer. Let's pick up the goods and get going. You're a courier, aren't you? You're here. You're already here. But you're the student of Bardessian, aren't you? What business have you with our parcel? I don't know any bold students or nothing, but Desiree is helping out with our new delivery service. Really supporting small businesses. How grand! So, can I have the goods now? Well, you see, that's to say, it's not quite ready yet. I overslept is the thing. Just a tiny little bit, so I was rushing to get it all prepared, and that's when I made this truly minuscule error in the formula and it, well, exploded. Quite explosively. Exploded? That's... My condolences. In that case, I'll just hang around here while you're getting it ready. No rush. Let's go and do the talking thing while we wait. See what our potential customers need most right now. My colleagues unceremoniously ejected me from the laboratory, but they are hard at work getting a shipment together, I promise you. Alright, conversations, here we come. Trana's now accompanying you. What's this? What's this? Do I need this, that, or the other? No. I'm flying free and feeling fine. I finished all my assigned work, which means I now have 3 delicious days for my personal research. I eat and sleep when I'm dead, but until then, alchemy! Right. Congratulations. Do I need something? Why, I'm glad you asked. I've depleted my stores of honey. I haven't a moment to spare for such trivial affairs as eating, but cognitive functioning dramatically decreases without regular sustenance, so I came up with a brilliant scheme. Lick honey throughout the day for quick and easy nourishment. Only now there's none to be had, and I've licked it all up. We could start beekeeping, I guess. Honey hippos does have a ring to it. But again, I'm not sure how many people would use a high-speed honey service. Well, the Radiant Host used up its entire stock of medicinal supplies during the final days, so requests for replenishment keep pouring in without end. Can't remember the last time I sat down for dinner with my family. Seems like a different lifetime by now. That's unfortunate. I wish I could help, but I don't know the first thing about medicine. Alright, I think we got a good sense of things. Let's head back to see if the goods are ready. I'm ever so sorry to have kept you waiting. It's all here, packed up safely and hardly singed at all. I would like you to take this to a colleague of mine at Palaka's stand. He's an alchemist named Yazan. Well built for a bookish type, handsome. You can't miss him. Ah, I know Yazan. Ah, you're acquainted, are you? What a small world indeed. He's still the same as ever, watching over his little one and Palaka's stand alike. He requested a replenishment for medical supplies, so hopefully this should tide them over. I also threw in a handful of finished samples, and the whole explosion incident stays between us, yes? Now, if you excuse me, I should eat something before my hands start shaking again. Oh, but do give him my regards. These alchemists don't seem to stop for nothing, even meals. Ain't no denying that their work is important, but it's a miracle they haven't all killed over by now. What if the Whittles came to them? But I'm getting ahead of myself, so this package ain't gonna ride to Palaka's stand on its lonesome. Introduce me to this Yazan when we get there, will you? Is this Yazan? Yes, pretty sturdy looking. Desiree, what a pleasant surprise. I knew a shipment would be arriving soon, but I never expected you to be with it. Are you playing the part of Carter these days, then? A little bit. That's him. The alchemist who sent this said it's herbs for medicine and something about finished samples too? Is that so? I know how busy the work keeps them. It's very generous of them to send ready concoctions. I wanted to get straight to work replenishing our medicinal stores, so your prompt arrival is welcome indeed. Oh, if it's prompt you want, you ain't gonna look no further. The Hipporiders will deliver anything to anywhere in the flesh. Cause we're always fine-tuning our cards and services, so as to better serve the area. See, as you're the one looking out for folks over here, I want to pitch you an idea. My impression is that folks over at the Great Works are so busy they barely have time to eat. That can't be good for the alchemy, not to mention the alchemists. So I'm thinking we start delivering fresh food by hunger-harrying hippo. Only starting a service for just a handful of peaky alchemists ain't exactly gonna pay the rent. You think folk here could use some grub grabbers? I do believe so. It has long been tradition to send food to those working in the jungle, so I'm fairly certain you'll find our residents amenable to such a service. As those hot and humid climates tend to spoil foodstuffs easily, we like to deliver meals as soon as they are prepared. However, transporting victuals in the jungle can prove somewhat dangerous. You mean that the smell attracts all sorts of hungry critters, right? Precisely, and what with our fighting fit currently healing and engaged in other matters, we simply haven't the manpower to spare on escorting meals. But our hippos are a different story. A hippo cart can outrun most anything in this jungle, so we ain't gotta worry on that front. Thanks for weighing in. I've gotta consult with my associates, but something tells me you can look forward to fresh meals from now on. Call it a lunch hunch. Alright, Desiree, let's head back to Srana for a team meeting. See you, Izan. It was just as you said, Desiree. Asking around under some bright ideas. You think of something good, boss? Food, Maru. Eats! We gotta deliver meals with these wheels. Eats? Mouth-watering meals delivered whenever, wherever. Wish I could order something. We got it cinched. Hold your hippos, Maru. We still gotta sort something out. Where are we getting this food in the first place? Taking meals from Palakastan to the jungle is one thing, but if we gotta ride all the way to Yedlimat or Wazatan for ready-mates? Good point. Popular dishes would be hard to keep in stock. What if we had a kitchen here? We could make our own meals. Yeah, fresh ingredients from merchants here at Yedlimat. The daily catch from fishers in Akyali. And most importantly, we get an endless supply of food. I might be a genius, boss. Wait here, I have a kitchen going in no time. Huh. Curry and flatbread. Thanks to Maru's enthusiasm, Swana has a new kitchen. The Hipporiders' reputation has risen to formerly delinquent carters. Make the most of their expanded services to help improve their social standing. Reputation up. You have achieved trusted reputation with the Hipporiders. New Akasodawa tribal crests are now available from Maru. And 3 more for today. And more wares. I think the key to happiness might be finding a person who looks at you the same way Maru looks at our new kitchen. I can already tell the meals we make there are gonna be fresh, delicious, and prepared with love. Essential ingredients is one of the new quests. Desiree, we are in a delicate situation here. I need you to bring me a huge sack of hamster eggs straight away. Nilopala's nourishment is making a riddance, so I had our men in the city buy a whole host of eggs while the buying's good. Only eggs are too fragile to transport by hippo cart, and he's still out on delivery. Could you hustle over to him and pick up a sack of eggy goodness for me? He's waiting for you west of a wakeful Torana. Make sure nothing cracks on your way back. Darling Defender. Desiree, have you seen a brooding rider carrying a couple of jugs of Valrus oil, have you? He's a tough bloke, so I didn't think twice about sending him off to pummel Valrus. But now I'm worried something might have happened. I reckon you're even tougher than he is, so would you mind seeking him out? He should be on the perfumed rice somewhere and hopefully ain't dismantled. Olfactory warfare. Having fresh food around the place is truly a blessing, but our kitchen's caught the attention of some Hanuman langurs and the boss wants it sorted out. Now, I reckon if we've been reeling them in with a scent of our Hipporider specials, we can use a different sort of smell to drive them out. Namely, gulal. It ain't toxic, but certain jungle creatures can't stand its unique aroma. Talk to Vata, and he'll tell you what sort of gulal makes a Hanuman langur gag. Oh, and take a card while you're at it. We want those langurs to know that our hippos mean business. Stengy business. How's rolling? Out of link pigments at langurs, are we? Through proper research and such like, I've learned that yellow gulal is most effective for driving away Hanuman langas. Or maybe I accidentally hit one when I was thrown a blessing for plenty one day and haven't stopped laughing since. Who's to say? Just don't forget, you've got a live hippo yoked to your card, eh? The immortal words of my mom, those who don't hold on, fall off. Ta-da! Yeah, stinky. I owe you my thanks. Circumstances forbade my retreat. Oh, tiny elementals. Shall retrieve for oil and return post haste. Tell this to Maru if you would. Upon seeing this fragile creature in mortal peril, I'm ashamed to admit that I forgot myself. Tell Maru I shall return with her oil anon. Maru got you a message. Good, cause I've been sitting on these eggs, not literally of course. I'll be back on the road as soon as I sort these packages, but make sure you get those tomorrow before they spoil in the seed. I have to pick them up, you have to pick them up, you have to pick them up. Good, Maru. X. You're back. And the X. Nothing broken, nothing spoiled. Another excellent job by Desiree. Too much? Hamster eggs are standard ingredient in loads of Fafnarian recipes, but they spoil quicker than you might think. Hence Nilopala's riddances. Ever since they recovered those hamster from the old hatchery, they've been overflowing with eggs that have to sell without delay. Lucky for us, our menu thrives on hamster eggs, witch masala, omelets, spicy kaijiao, deep fried tello balado. The possibilities are endless. Thanks for your help, Desiree. Feel free to pay a visit to our kitchen anytime. Did you find him in one piece? Of course he did. He's usually a sober-minded fellow, but all bets are off when a little critter gets involved. Anyway, I'm relieved to hear it's alright. Wasn't sure what I was gonna do if he wasn't. I'll keep this in mind the next time I send him out on a job. Thanks for helping out as always, Desiree. You're yellow up to your elbows. I bet the Lagras smell you from miles away. Still something tells me we haven't seen the last of them, so I might borrow your throwing arm again before long. Alright, that's it for today. We continue the tribal quest another time, and until next time, I say, I'm Mace and don't get lost.